to my channel, Infinite Intuition. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if not, then just welcome. So today we have a pendulum reading that I'm going to be doing for you guys. I know I had said that I'm not going to do as much politics as I was doing previously after the election, or recently after the election, I mean. But I just feel like there's quite a bit of stuff that's going to be happening, quite a big energy coming through. And there have been things that I've been hearing or seeing that I wanted to ask today. And some of those questions are things that I have heard other intuitives ask. And some of those things I've seen from comments, and some of them are just my own questions. And I wanted to see if my guides are getting the same answers as other intuitives. And yeah, I'm just really curious to see what we've got today and what my guides have to say today, and anybody that I work with who wants to come through and help me today to answer these questions. One thing that I keep forgetting to put in my videos is just a reminder that I do want these videos, anything about politics, to just be for entertainment purposes only. This is, of course, like I said, for entertainment, but also I just want to help people feel connected to the light. I want to help bring a sense of calmness. I want to help bring people at ease. I want to help make them feel better, even if it's just for like a little while, because there's a lot of craziness going on, and I think we all need some comfort and light, and just a reminder that you're not alone, okay? You're not alone in feeling angry or sad or scared. So many people are. And just seeing all of these intuitive communities with these people coming together, whether they read tarot or work with a pendulum, or they don't do any of this stuff, but they're just here to listen. That's such an important thing right now, that we need to stick together. We need to come together as a community and just help lift each other up, regardless of gender, sex, color of our skin, whoever you are. Like everybody needs to stick together, okay? That's how we're going to be getting through this. So I was going to be working with my new pendulum stand, which I have here. As you can see, I was going to be using it, but I, upon practicing with it, realized, okay, I need to practice with it more. I need to practice not having to touch the pendulum and connecting with my guides more, with my spirit, just my spiritual team as a whole. Anybody that I communicate with this kind of stuff, with divination work, who I work with spiritually, I just need to strengthen my connection with them and see if I'm able to actually use it better. But I do actually have a new pendulum board that I'm going to be using today. So we're going to be using that. It has a little bit more detail on it, as you can see, other than the simple like yes, no, rephrase, maybe, things like that. We got months, we've got zodiac signs, we've got days of the week. Of course, we have the typical yes, no, check again, possibly. And then we also have letters of the alphabet on here. And we also have some numbers as well. So we're going to be using this new fancy pendulum board. I'm still going to be using my pendulum that you've been seeing me use before. And also going to be using some oracle cards. If I can grab them, there we go. I'm going to be using some of my oracle cards today. I'm also using a fancy new webcam, and I'm really hoping that things look clearer for you, that you can actually like read this pendulum board now, and it actually has an autofocus to it. I also got a pretty new altar cloth, as you can see too. So let's actually do the cards first, because I'm curious to see if the cards will actually give us any detail about what we need to know currently, like what is to come. Okay, what is that? That one has to pop up. Yes. No, never mind. There's like a couple cards that don't have the original backing to it because they're actually bonus cards, so they look a little different, and then it confuses me. So let's see, what do we need to know currently? Like, what is the big theme politically we need to know currently of like the current energy? What do we need to know? Okay, I did feel a card flip, and it was this one. Okay, feeling like this one wants to come out too. Let's see if we can get maybe one more or two more. Okay. Let's make it even, maybe one more card. Also, sorry if the sound is a little funky. I'm putting my mic, okay, that one wants to come out. I'm putting my mic in a different place because I realized where I had it before was not a good place. So, okay, so what popped up, what flipped over is we have roads, so crossroads, a journey, multiple choice, travel, free will, opportunity, weigh the options, decide. We also have the fox, self-interest, self, something that's wrong, deceit, trap, redhead, cunning, sly, crafty. We have whip, arguments, fighting, abusive, tense, painful, anger, repeat, again, over and over. Bellows, a catalyst, ignite, get things done, get things going. Fuel, kindle, torch, effort, spark, fan the flames. Stepping stones, process of arrival, baby steps, progress, how to keep on going, step by step and way out. And then we also have wheel, fortune, fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe, destiny, synchronicity, luck of the draw. Okay, so what this is actually telling me, just by reading the cards alone here, we have many directions we can go. Unfortunately, because there is free will involved. I'm also realizing that my cards are a little let me see if I can adjust. Okay, there we go. And then I'll adjust it a little bit more in post when I edit. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys were seeing the images, because I'm using a new software. This is my first time actually recording with it, so it's a little bit of a touch and go situation. But yeah, with the road, I definitely see crossroads being, again, multiple choice. It says we have free will. And what I get from that card, and what we've talked about before on my channel, and what I've heard other intuitives say as well, that energy is always flowing. Energy can change, okay? So just keep that as a reminder that if you are reading or if you're watching a reading or something, and they're saying one thing but then another thing happens, that definitely could mean that the energy has changed. That does not mean that that intuitive person is wrong. It just means because of free will, because we have free will, that things have changed. Something has changed. A decision, like let's say somebody important in politics has a decision to make. They've got option A and option B. Option A can take us one way, option B can take us another way. And in the moment when somebody's doing a reading, that person's energy at that time could be like siding more with option A, but then give it a couple days later when they're ready to make the decision, they actually decide on a whim, okay, I'm actually going to go with option B. Okay, energy change, flow, okay. But this is also going to be quite the journey that we are going on. Whether that is long or short. I know some intuitives are saying that 45 may not be president for long. When that exactly would be, like if he were leaving and how, nobody can really seem to pinpoint it because there's more than one option, okay? There's multiple choice. So how it's going to happen, we're not entirely sure. But this journey is going to take time. We need to be patient, okay? I think there's still some work happening behind the scenes that's ready to be lit up in flames. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. I just mean like, I feel like this could be multiple things, actually. This could probably be like the anger of the people. This could be 45's lies catching up with him. This could be those lies, what a lot of intuitives have been saying about the election being rigged, could be catching up with him, and therefore like finding that proof is again taking baby steps, but every little bit of information is just igniting the truth. I do feel like this is not just anger from the people. This is not just anger for some politicians who do not want 45 in office. This is also anger, probably even from Biden and Harris. And there's probably arguments happening behind the scenes that we cannot see. Probably when trying to find proof. Arguments even with 45's team. And then his team in general is causing tension and pain, and things he's doing are just like a repeat of his first term. Today I was actually watching something about him possibly cutting funds for like yet again around the bird flu, reminding people of it being like COVID because of what he did, cutting funds did not help the spread of COVID at all. And so kind of seeing that possibility with the bird flu as well. And so that's just a repetition. And also just repetition of him making promises that he doesn't intend to keep. The fox, there's somebody that I watch where the fox actually represents Musk. I'm also just seeing this representing, I mean, this can represent him, this can also, I feel like, represent 45 as well, because it says self-interest, and I don't think they care about anybody else but themselves. Something that's wrong, this card has popped up before for many of my videos when talking about politics, that the day of the election and we're seeing 45 winning, so many people were watching and just going, no, something is wrong. And so that's popping up again. And of course, deceit, entrap, cunning, sly, crafty. I feel like that could be definitely Musk thinking that he's being cunning, sly, and crafty. And he probably is. 45 probably thinks he is too, but the thing is, I don't think 45 is really the one controlling the reins. And then redhead makes me actually kind of think of 45 in a way, because I'm trying to think of like his hair color. No, I don't think his hair color is red. But I'm trying to remember like what his hair color used to be when he was younger. I can't really remember. But then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And when this card pops up, I definitely feel like there's a better outcome. We're just going through a cycle right now. Forces of the universe is at play, so I'm thinking like spiritual energy at play, destiny. I've been seeing a lot about like, okay, soul contracts and how, yes, 45 was meant to get in at this point, but he's not really meant to stay. I've heard about Harris's soul contract being president. I think we've even asked some of those questions before, and I think in my last political video, where it was in a Let's Talk. But another word that strikes out to me in this is karma. I feel like karma, there's good and bad karma, okay? And I feel like with Musk, with 45, and whoever is agreeing to work with them is going to face their karma. When that would be, I don't know. Maybe we can ask. Maybe it'll come up in one of these questions. I do think I have a list of questions here that it could tie to. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually get into the pendulum. So I'm actually going to hold my pendulum, sorry, I can't really speak right now, my pendulum a little bit differently, because I feel like this way may actually help me keep my hand a little more steady and it won't be so shaky. So I'm going to do this. And then when I pick it up, it's going to start swinging, and then we're going to go ahead and get into our questions. Let me just turn my mic a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, so let me wait for my pendulum to get some momentum. There we go. Okay. So these are going to be questions for who is with me right now to help me answer these questions. Are you able to read the questions I have before me? Yes, thank you. Are you comfortable answering all of these questions? Yes, thank you. Will myself and those watching have protective energy around us from our spiritual teams during this tough time on Earth? Yes, thank you. So, thank you so much. Please continue to do so during this difficult time. And that is not just me talking to my guides, my team, anybody who I work with for my divination work. This is also to your guys' team as well, the people who are watching right now. May your guides protect you at all times. There we go. Sorry, I had to move my questions over. They were getting a little cut off there. Okay. Just gonna let my pendulum get back up to momentum. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the political questions now. Was 45 inaugurated in January of 2025? Yes, thank you. So these are just questions that I'm asking to kind of just get the ball rolling, okay? So we know that he's inaugurated. I just wanted to make, just show yep, they're answering me and to get the energy moving. Alrighty. So, was 45's inauguration in January of 2025 legitimate? No. Thank you. Was 45's inauguration in January of 2025 fake? Yes. Thank you. Will this be revealed to the public? Yes. Thank you. Was 45's inauguration recorded on January 20th, 2025? No. Thank you. So, if no, was 45's inauguration recorded on January 17th, 2025? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so I was asking all of these questions because these are questions that I was hearing from another intuitive reader. And I found them really interesting, and I wanted to see if I got the same answers that she did, and I actually did just now. So, except for will this be revealed to the public, I can't actually remember what she got from that, and my spirit team is saying yes again. Thank you so much. So yeah, I can't remember what answer she got from that, but I just got a yes twice. Okay, I'm gonna push up my questions, so give me 1 second. Okay. Will 45 be president for the entire year of 2025? No. Thank you. Okay, so this next question is going to not be a yes or no question like what we've been doing. This is my first time asking not a yes or no question on this board, so it'll be interesting to see what we get. Okay. Using the months on this pendulum board, can you show me when 45's last month as president will be? Okay. So I'm actually seeing March. Maybe April. But my pendulum is definitely swinging towards March. So let me see here. Will 45's last month as president be in March 2025? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Will 45 be president for the entirety of March 2025? No. Thank you. Is this because 45 will be impeached? Okay, interesting. I'm getting a possibly. So that might have to do something with the crossroads card, with the free will and multiple choice. Is that true? Yes. Thank you. Okay. I wasn't expecting a possibly, so I have to look at my other questions. Let's see. Is it a possibly because there are a number of reasons why 45 will not be president? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Is one of those reasons because the 2024 presidential election was tampered with? Yes. Thank you. Will it be because of the chaos he has created right now? Yes. Thank you. Will it be because of his health? No. Thank you. To stick to the topic of his health for just a moment, is 45 in good health? No. That's a big swing on no. Thank you. Can we go back to a neutral swing, please? Thank you. Will his health worsen in 2025? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so this next question's a little bit of a doozy. I didn't want to say it in a certain way just because I don't want certain words to make this video get taken down. So I'm gonna trust that my guides know what I mean. Will he make it through 2025 in regards of his health? No. Thank you. Excuse me while I shift how I'm sitting. Okay, sorry for the cut there. Like I said, I had to shift because my foot was falling asleep. Okay, so moving away from 45's health, and going back to when he will not be president. Well, actually, well, no, I said it doesn't have anything to do with his health. Never mind. So, can you show me on the board, using the months, when will we have a new president? Okay, the swing is really low. It's really slow, so it does look like it's pointing towards August. So can we go back to a neutral swing, please? Will we have a new president in August? I'm getting a yes and a possibly. And with how that swing was towards August, I'm assuming this is another one of those free will multiple choice, crossroads type of energy. Is that correct? Yes. Thank you. Will that new president be Vance? No. Thank you. Will that new president be Harris? Yes. Thank you. Will there be another election to pick the winner? Yes. Thank you. I don't have this question written down, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Will that election be between Harris and 45? No. Thank you. Will that election be between Harris and Vance? Yes. Thank you. Will these ballots. Sorry, let me rephrase. Bleh. I messed up my speech. Will these ballots be casted electronically everywhere in the US? No. Thank you. Will these ballots be casted by hand everywhere in the US? Yes. Thank you. Will there be higher security to make sure no tampering will happen? Yes. That was like almost immediate. I could see that at the corner of my eye because I'm not really watching the swinging the whole time. I'm looking to my right to look at my questions, but I could tell at the corner of my eye that was like an immediate yes. Can you please go back to a neutral swing? Thank you. Okay. So those were all questions I had heard being asked as well. And except for the one that I said I didn't have written down. I didn't hear that question before. So that was something I thought of on the spot. These next questions are ones that I have heard that I found really interesting and I wanted to see if I would get the same answer. Is Biden still president behind the scenes as of right now? Yes. Thank you. Is Harris still vice president behind the scenes as of right now? That was an immediate yes, too. Thank you. Okay. So this next question, I might have to kind of narrow down the timing a little bit. Well, first, actually, let me do it this way. Will Biden come out about the 2024 presidential election being tampered with? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Will Biden come out about this information in March 2025? Yes. Thank you. I have this written down differently, but because I've seen this question just because of how the answer was right now. Because I've been hearing February a lot, but I've also been hearing March, and then now I'm getting March. So will there be any information about the 2024 presidential election coming out in February? Yes. Okay. Will Biden be coming out about this information in February? No. See, I thought another intuitive person said yes to that. Okay, neutral swing, thank you so much. Will Harris be coming out about this information in February? No. Okay, thank you. I'm not sure who will be then. I can't think of any names. But if you're watching and you can think of any names, feel free to comment and maybe I can do another video. I had heard about somebody saying Biden was going to talk this week about some information. Is that true? Yes. Okay, see, that's why I wanted to film this when I did and get this out as fast as I can because of that reason. Thank you so much. Will Biden coming out with this information this week, is that what sparks whatever is going to stop him from being president in March? Yes. Thank you. Okay. Neutral swing, please. Thank you so much. Did Biden and 45 make a deal together regarding 45's presidency in 2025? Yes. Thank you. Was the chaos created by 45 in January 2025 part of this deal? Yes. Thank you. Did 45 give details on what he was planning? No. Okay. Thank you. Did Biden already know about these details ahead of time because of Project 2025? No. Mm, thank you. So, just for confirmation, Biden and Harris were aware of his plans. No. Okay, just wanted to make sure on that. Give me 1 second, my screen went dark. Is because of the chaos 45 is doing, is that what prompts Biden to come out this week with information? Yes. Thank you. Do Biden and Harris think they can stop 45 from furthering these plans? Yes. Thank you. Do they have any doubts about stopping him? No. Thank you. Was Biden's part of the deal to remain as president behind the scenes? Yes. Thank you. Was this so Biden could continue to gather evidence about the 2024 presidential election being tampered with? Yes. Thank you. Was this his way of keeping the nation safe? Yes. Thank you. Was that his way of keeping the nation safe from 45's voters from the MAGAs? Yes. Thank you. Was that because he feared that 45's voters would cause riots, would cause harm, damage? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so this next question I scrolled down to was from a comment that I had seen in a video of one of the intuitive readings I was watching. Were large numbers of people of color's votes thrown out in the 2024 presidential election? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. This next question's a pretty big one. And again, to avoid any big negative words, my guides will know what I mean. I just want to make sure that everything's like YouTube safe. Will there be another attempt on 45's life in 2025? Yes. Thank you. Will there be multiple attempts? Yes. Thank you. Will they be known to the public? No. Okay. Thank you. Will they all be before March? No. Thank you. Will they be all before April? No. Thank you. So, given by the answers we've been getting with these questions, there will be continued attempts after he's no longer president. Yes. Thank you. Will there be a whistleblower coming out with information in 2025 about the 2024 presidential election? Yes. Thank you. Sorry, I keep having cut, guys. A lot of the cuts are because I just can't find a comfortable way to sit, and my legs keep falling asleep. Will this whistleblower reveal itself? Oh, sorry. Will this whistleblower reveal information in February 2025? No. Okay. I'm going to keep trying to narrow this down. Thank you. Will this whistleblower reveal information in January 2025? I see. Okay, thank you. Is this the information Biden will receive that he will be coming out with this week? Okay. Remember, entertainment purposes only. But we will see what happens. We will see. Thank you so much. Okay. Will whistleblowers continue coming out after this one? Possibly. Okay, thank you. Is that part of the crossroads card that we have? Yes. Thank you. Was this whistleblower working for 45? Yes. Thank you. Was this whistleblower working for Musk? That was an immediate swing to yes. Thank you. Was this whistleblower working for another country? No, thank you. Okay, so these next questions are going to be more about Musk. So, was Musk responsible for tampering with the 2024 presidential election? Yes, thank you. Did Musk have help tampering with the election? Yes, that was an immediate swing on yes. Thank you. So, if yes, was this help from overseas? Yes, thank you. Did he receive help from more than one country? Yes, thank you. I will be naming a couple countries that I was able to remember off the top of my head from what I have heard from other intuitives. So, if you could please answer yes or no as I name off these countries. Russia? Yes, thank you. Iran? No, thank you. China? No, thank you. Did any other countries help Musk tamper with the election? Yes, thank you. I did hear this from, I think, one other intuitive reader, which was after I had written down these questions. Was one of those countries Israel? Yes, thank you. Were there any other countries helping Musk? No, thank you. Have other countries' elections been tampered with? Yes, thank you. Similar as before, I'm going to name off a couple countries that I believe I heard were possibly tampered with. So please answer yes or no if that country's elections have been tampered with. Germany? Yes, thank you. Canada. Yes. Thank you. France. Yes. Thank you. Have any other countries' elections been tampered with? Yes. Thank you. Um, could think of maybe two others that it may have heard. Has England's? No. Thank you. Has Australia's elections been tampered with? Yes. Thank you. There we go. I kind of had to let my pendulum charge for a little bit. Let me ask again. Were England's elections tampered with? No. Thank you. Were Australia's elections tampered with? Yes. Thank you. Have there been other countries whose elections have been tampered with? No. Thank you. Were these other elections in these other countries tampered with caused by Musk? Yes. Thank you. Were there other countries helping him? Yes. Thank you. Were these countries who were helping him the same ones who helped with the US 2024 presidential election? Yes. Thank you. Were there other countries, other than the two we mentioned before, who helped him? No. Thank you. Is Musk the one calling the shots behind the scenes, telling 45 what to do? Yes. Thank you. Is Musk telling politicians what to do? Yes. Thank you. Did Musk buy his way? Sorry. Did Musk buy his way into the White House? Yes. Thank you. Has Musk paid off politicians to follow whatever he says? Yes. Thank you. Will these. Oh, wait. Will there be consequences for Musk? Yes. Thank you. So, if yes, will these consequences happen in 2025? Yes. Thank you. Will there also be consequences for the politicians he bought? Getting a possibly. Thank you. Is it a possibly because there wouldn't be enough proof to find if they were bought by Musk? Oops. Sorry, I did not mean to twitch my hand there. So I'm going to ask again. Is it a possibly because there wouldn't be enough evidence to say that Musk bought them? Yes. Thank you. Okay, we're going to be nearing the end with some of these questions here. Moving on away from Musk. So, will those who were taken by ICE be saved? Yes. Good. Thank you. Do we as a nation have to fear ICE? No. Thank you. Will there be consequences taken against ICE for what they are doing now? Yes. Thank you. Will there be consequences against 45 for everything that's been going on? Yes. Good. Thank you. Will those pardoned by 45 from the insurrection be placed back in jail? Yes. Thank you. Good. Have some of them already been jailed again for other crimes? Yes. Thank you. I wanted to ask that because that is something that I actually have heard. Will veterans lose their benefits in 2025 because of 45's orders? No. Good. Thank you. This next question is something that I saw from a comment during like a live stream about on a reading. They never got their question answered, I don't think, because there were so many other questions. But I also think the reader was like, no, that doesn't make sense. But I'm going to ask it anyway, even though I don't think it's going to happen either. But we'll just see what's said. So, will 45 try to push an order through to arrest people who don't support him? No. Yeah, I didn't think so. And then my other question would have been if it was a yes, will it succeed? But we are going to move on. This next question is pretty heavy as well, especially since I do have friends who are trans. Okay, so are trans people safe? Yeah, no. Thank you. Are trans people unsafe because of the current circumstances? Yes. Thank you. Is this because of 45's executive orders about recognizing only two genders? Yes. Thank you. Will the hatred against trans people decrease in 2025? Yes. Good. Thank you. Will it decrease because after all that we've asked tonight, will it be because of what's going on with Trump's election? Yes. Thank you. If Harris does become president this year, will she be putting in orders to protect trans people? Yes. Thank you. Did Harris actually say justice is coming on Inauguration Day? Yes. Thank you. And I don't know, this has been going around quite a lot about whether she actually said that or not. And I have heard the clip, and I would link what I had seen in the description below, but unfortunately, the day after I saw it, it was deleted. So I don't know if I can find another video on it or not. I can try, but I can't guarantee anything. So if she did say justice is coming, was that her saying justice against 45? Yep. Big swing. Thank you. This next question is just to confirm, because the video that I had seen said that she didn't say justice is coming. She said, not sure he's coming. Is this what she said? Did she say not sure he's coming? No. All right. Thank you. So then that makes the question underneath that question not something I should ask since it was a no. So going off of other questions below that in a different way than what I've asked. Because this is something else that I've heard too. Have Biden, 45, and Harris have meetings together after the inauguration. Have they had meetings together? The three of them. Yes. Thank you. Have they had more than one meeting so far? No. Okay. Thank you. Was this meeting between them to further discuss their deal? Yes. Thank you. I'm assuming this is because Harris and Biden didn't know of 45's full plan. Yes. Thank you. Was this meeting between them also to discuss the 2024 presidential election? Yes. Thank you. Was it about it being tampered with? Yes. Thank you. Is this one of the ways Biden and Harris are trying to get 45 to officially confess to them? Yes. Thank you. Is Biden and Harris's plan working to get him to confess? Yes. Thank you. Will knowledge of these meetings be known to the public? No. Thank you. So I was asking those questions because I know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that Trump or 45 has been doing this, where he's been saying like Musk helped him with the computers in PA, in Pennsylvania, and that's how he won Pennsylvania. It's like he's not being quiet about it. Yeah, no, he's not being quiet about it. So yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, I mean, we've asked questions about that already, about Musk tampering with PA polls. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So last bit of questions here. It's talking about 45's voters, which I'm pretty sure we all know already, but just want to end the reading with these questions, just these simple questions to wrap things up and just to confirm further that this is true. So, are 45's voters starting to wake up to the truth? Excuse me, sorry. Yes. Thank you. So, if yes, are they angry with 45? Yes. Thank you. If yes, do they regret their vote? Yes. Oops. Sorry, that was a twitch. I'm so sorry. Just because of how my hands are, I apologize. Thank you. Will most of 45's voters speak up against him? No? Okay. So even though they know the truth and they are angry, they will not speak up against him. No, they're not speaking up against him. Okay. Is it because that they're embarrassed? Yep. All right. All right. Thank you so much for answering these questions. You know, part of me is not surprised that most of them are embarrassed and won't speak up against him. But at the same time, like, look, own what you did. Just own it. Own what you did. Pick yourself up and do the right thing. Like, come on. Come on. So many of them are loud, you know, when voting for him. But then again, the loud ones might actually be the ones that are like actually sticking with him and not changing their minds at all. Because I don't expect them all to change their minds. I don't expect them all to kind of wake up to the truth. But I have seen videos before the election of those talking about, like, some are being like, I'm voting for Harris, some are saying I'm voting for Trump, and then them giving their reasons why. But a lot of the voters that I saw for Trump didn't really understand why they were voting for him in the first place. So, yeah. It's a whole thing, guys. It's a whole thing. But I do hope that some of these questions that were answered tonight helped you, maybe gain some clarity. I hope some of it made you feel better. I can say that a lot of the answers that I had gotten, that I had heard before, were answers other intuitives have gotten. Just remember though, energy can change. We all still have free will. There's always decisions to be made. But this is why intuitives also keep checking in on the energy to see if anything has changed. So this probably won't be my last pendulum reading on politics, especially if given what we asked tonight and the answers that we gotten, you know, things are going to be happening. A lot of things are going to be happening. So, yeah, I'll probably be having more questions to ask to see what those answers are. But just remember, like, these are just baby steps. We need to take these baby steps to get to this outcome, to get to the fortune, to get to, this happy ending, to complete this cycle, to get to the karma. Okay. It's just going to be a lot for a while, but just be patient. Remember to hold on to the light. Remember to stick together. I know it's hard, but be as positive as you can be. I would say if you are somebody who is watching the news every single day, please, please turn it off and have a day where you're not listening to any of that. Go do something creative. Go take a walk. Read a book, do something that will take your mind off of it. Because if we keep watching the news, we keep putting ourselves in that energy, in that negative energy, and we're just getting angry or even sad, that's just helping fuel the negativity. And an intuitive reader I was watching tonight, she was kind of saying the same thing, where it's like, these guys, especially Musk, he knows what he's doing. They know what they're doing. They know how to make you angry. This is what they want. They want to fuel this negativity because they want to make this energy stick. But if we are able to take a step back and breathe, take deep breaths, turn off the TV for a moment, focus on our self-care, focus on that positivity of self-care, that negativity isn't going to go anywhere. And I do appreciate this one post, or this one comment, from somebody who isn't from the US. They're from another country. I don't know what country. It doesn't really matter. But they were saying that from their country's history, they know how we are feeling right now. They know what we are going through. And that because they themselves are in a good place in their country right now, and so many others in not just their country, but other countries as well, that they are helping to give us the light. They are helping to keep the light. They are hoping for a better outcome for our country. And boy, does that feel so good to hear. Like, if I could, I would give that person a big hug and tell them how thankful I am that they said that they are doing that. That means so much. So, again, it's just a reminder of we are not alone. Okay, the world is watching. The world is praying for us to have a better outcome. The world, in their light, is giving our country the biggest hug. They're helping to care for us in this way. So again, it's just a reminder that you're not alone. It is okay that if you have days here and there where you just can't take it anymore and you're frustrated and you're angry, that is okay. Okay, those emotions are going to creep up every once in a while, but as long as you remind yourself to take a few deep breaths, take a step back, take a few deep breaths, And just think about where you're putting your energy and also what kind of energy you're taking in. And you release that negativity. That's going to help you through this. And when you're helping yourself, you can also help others as well. And then it's just this train, it just goes down the line. You help yourself, you help others, they help themselves, they help others, and it just continues on that way. Okay, so we've got this. We're going to get through this. We just need to have the patience. And I know it's hard, but that's what we need to do right now. Okay, and you have the free will, you have the choice for your self-care and to help others. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by and watching this video. I hope it helped you. I hope it resonated with you. I hope you liked it. And I really hope to see you in the next video. Bye.